Back to another episode of Goblin-Sighting D&D. I'm your DM. Tonight we will be filming an episode of the Chronicles of Thibelth Korbohn. Thibelth, say hello.
Hello there.
Alright. So, getting the music up. So, as we specified last time, Thibelth has taken off for a adventure chasing the dragon sword in, where is it? It is. The dragon that besets us is not the first to threaten this region. Between here and Neverwinter lies the Barrow mound of a warrior whose magical dragon-slaying sword helped fell a green dragon terrorizing the high road a century ago. Rumor has it the Dragon Slayer's sword is buried there too. Retrieve it and let the quest be its own reward. So, intrigued by the prospect of a magical dragon-slaying longsword, Thibelth has taken off to the Barrow and decided to retrieve it as the rest of the party is doing something else, electing to risk and reward a single reward for a single person risked rather than throwing the whole party into peril for one reward. It's approximately 40 miles northwest of Fandalen, and as you approach, you notice a centaur is walking by in the area. He begins to approach.
Greetings there.
Greetings, traveler. What do you here?
Well, I just thought I'd take a mosey on past and check out your lovely vicinity. I've heard there was the grave of a great warrior here, and I figured I'd come by and pay my respects.
Ah, you seek the Dragon Barrow. Strange witch lights hover over the Dragon Barrow at night. The hill is haunted by the restless spirits of the dead.
Well, that don't tend to happen out of Barrow.
All right. Well, I bid you good luck, and I would see your success and will wish for it, but I would not approach myself. However, should you be in the vicinity of Neverwinter, it has become overrun with orcs in league with half-orc spellcasters. Deep in the forest, atop a cave-riddled hill, is a circle of standing stones where the evil half-orcs perform their dark rites. If you would drive it off...
Neverwinter or the Barrow?
Neverwinter.
Okay. Just keep the tight everything going on here.
If you wish to take them on, do seek me out. I can guide you there.
Oh, well, after I pay a visit to the Dragon Barrow, I might like that. One quick query, though. Do you have any advice for one who would be seeking to explore the Barrow and pay homage to the fallen warrior?
He kind of looks at you for a moment, and then just... You can see it's a little confusing, the question, but he finally responds, "Do not follow the lights, nor be deceived by their dancing nature. They are evil."
I call that a pretty solid bit of advice, and I thank you, sir.
Good day to you. And he kind of sets off across the flatland, away from you. You spend about 3 days, traveling to the Barrow. Do you have a horse, by the way?
Yeah, I have a horse.
Okay.
Unless I lost it. No, it didn't get lost that one time. It did stay when I was in that one cave.
The mine?
Yeah, the mine. When I went in and...
Yeah. A 30-foot high hill rises ahead of you, its top too flat to be a natural occurrence. Jutting from the grassy hilltop is a row of 10-foot-tall bone-white rocks that arc toward the stormy sky like outstretched talons.
But it does appear that I can right.
Yes. It does appear that my music is not working.
What?
Hang on a second, I'm just fussing over here. My music is... My Spotify's being pesky again. Give me a second.
Well, I can't hear it anyway, so...
Technical difficulties.
What?
Wait, you can't hear it anyway?
I never am able to hear it.
Oh.
Over the phone.
Never mind.
So, if you want it for the video, sure, feel free.
Not really. It's mostly for you guys. All right. So, do you approach the hill? What do you do?
I'd like to investigate the stones first off.
Okay. So make
Any
a
like runes or anything of interest?
make an insight check.
One moment. Oh, God, sorry. In the middle of cooking dinner at the same time, so. So, insight. Wrong. Oh, that's not great. 8.
Okay. Nothing appears on the rocks. It doesn't appear that there's anything spectacular about them. By the way, what time of day are you here? Like, is it daytime?
I would be timing my approach to be earlier in the day rather than late.
Okay.
Probably about, I would have spoken to him shortly after dawn.
Okay. So, are you searching the hilltop? What are you doing next?
I'll take a ride around, see if there's any obvious entrances on the exterior of the hill.
Nothing appears obvious on the base of the hill, no.
Okay, then I'll dismount and tie my... Is there like a grove of trees or something I can tie my horse in so it won't be obvious to any roving monsters?
Not really. Let me check the map here real fast, but... No, it's like... at least 5 miles to the nearest significant tree cover.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and walk the horse up, but I'll be on my own 2 feet.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Perception. Sorry. That'll be a 16.
Okay. You notice one of the rocks that are on top of the hill has a small hole beneath an opening beneath the base of the rock.
Well, I will go up next to the hole and examine.
It's too small, but it appears that, for you to fit in right now, but it appears that the rock is some sort of a plug for an entrance of sorts.
Do I see any other entrances around there?
Nope.
Okay, good. Well, can I use mine and my horse's strength to, by the time I get to put a rope around to try and move this big old plug?
Roll an athletics check with advantage.
Okay, just a second. Centers as land advantage. 18.
18?
Yes, 1-8.
It is almost moving, but you just feel like it's just there, but not quite. So you're pulling and pulling, and it's stuck.
Okay, is there a way for me to, without my horse, fit down the hole?
Nope.
And I don't suppose there'd be a way to widen the hole by digging?
Not obviously from what you're looking at.
Can I give it another try?
Go for it.
With advantage or without?
Oh, with advantage if you're using the horse, yeah.
Obviously. That's worse, that's 15.
Well, you're a little tired from trying a minute ago. For narrative purposes, I'm just going to say that you eventually manage... It takes you about an hour, but you do manage to get the thing open. So, there's a 2-foot-wide spiral staircase with flagstone steps leading into the darkness. You have dark vision, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and tie my horse to the rock we just moved.
Okay.
Just because it's not going to be so good going into a barrow, and, well, that's the only thing I can really tie it to.
Okay.
I'll give it plenty of lead, though, so it can move around.
Okay.
Get some good grazing.
Maybe
And
fight
then
for its
I
life
go
in the heart.
downstairs.
All right. So. Okay. All right. So as you descend into the tunnel, you see. Do you have access to the Dragon Barrow map?
I do not know.
I will try to send you something then. Really fast here. Almost there. Again. Request. All right. I'm sharing it to Facebook Messenger now.
Watch it just a sec.
All right.
Okay, and then I would be entering from where?
That spiral in the center.
Oh, the center. Okay, cool. I was looking on the sides trying to see where the entrance was.
Nope. Center of the barrow. There's a spiral staircase that leads about 30 feet down into darkness. Your dark vision, I think you can see, what, 30 feet?
Let me
As
double
dim
check
light
that
and-
one. I believe it's 30 feet.
Okay, you can see 30 feet of dim light and then... Or it's 30 feet and then 60 feet with dim light or something like that.
Yeah, where did that go? I can see 60 feet, yeah, so I got the full.
Alright. So, as you descend, you see a flittering light dancing along down the tunnel to the south. You see another one heading to the east and a third to the north.
Okay. I will go ahead and I'll go ahead and go down the one immediately to my right.
So the one to the west?
South.
South.
If I just came down the
Okay.
stairs, it would be
Yeah,
immediately to my
south.
right would be
Okay.
the south.
So the light...
I'm going to be stealthing, by the way. I'm moving quietly. I know there's all sorts of creepy crawlies here.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Okay. 19.
That's very good. Okay. So you're proceeding down the tunnel?
Yes.
Just stealthing down the tunnel?
I mean, I'm looking around.
Looking around?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not just going to walk around like not looking and see what's around me, because you never know what cool goodies you can find in the barrel, or what big qualities.
So you're just looking around, just to be clear.
I'm stealthing and looking.
Okay.
I don't
Make
really know
a
what else to do in a tunnel full of possibly ghouls, but
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
okay. Oh. On level 11.
Okay. So you make it about 15 feet down the tunnel, and then you fall. The floor just gives out underneath you, and... Oh, bother.
That sounds like a lot.
You take 14 points of piercing damage as you land on a row of rusting sword blades.
1 moment. Okay.
So the pit's about 10 feet deep. That shouldn't be an issue for you, right?
I've got climbing speed, so no.
Alright. So as you climb out, you're currently in that south chamber. There's an alcove.
Chamber there?
The one that kind of looks like a hand, making a
Like
fist
a-
with the fingers out.
Like a Nighthawk plane?
Yeah.
So I'm in there now?
Yeah, you're in there.
Okay, well, I would like to re-stealth after losing my stealth.
Alright.
But I also just made noise. Oh. So 1 moment.
By the way, while you're in the pit, hang on.
25 stealth.
Before you get out of the pit, I need you to roll for initiative.
Initiative? Oh, sorry. Where is that? Where's my initiative? Where is my... Oh, there it is. Total 20.
Alright. So you get to go first as you see this bobbing light come sailing down at you.
Oh, please. Don't do what I'm going to do.
What?
You said? So I will go ahead. How far away is it from me?
Melee distance.
Melee, this is okay, man. Sure, come on. Let's see, I'm the head with a hit. 1 moment, sorry.
No, you're fine. The pit is 5 feet wide, 10 feet deep in the earth. And you're standing on sword blades.
And this thing's coming from in front of me or behind me?
Above you, actually.
Okay, so straight up?
I mean, it... For all intents and purposes, for now, yeah.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and attack. Let's see. What level do I get to attacks as a fighter?
5th level fighter.
Okay, and I am
4th level fighter.
4th level fighter. Okay.
Unless you want to renounce the level of rogue.
What?
Unless you renounce the level of rogue.
Oh no, I'm keeping that. I was just more curious. So obviously I don't get sneak attack. So I get in hand, offhand, and then main hand again. I believe is what I've gotten so far.
How? All I've heard so far is unleashing your incarnation and then your 2 weapons.
Right, yes, sorry, I'm thinking of different things. Never mind. Okay.
I mean,
so
if you...
first
Because,
attack-
like, yeah, you don't get a second attack as a fighter until you hit 5th level.
Right. Okay. one moment. Sorry.
Okay.
I will go ahead and make an attack with my short sword.
Oh, okay.
Come on, wait, I rolled the wrong die. That's not good. That's a 13.
That is a miss. So you swipe at it, but it's mortally fast, and it just manages to flit around your blade.
Second attack isn't much better, 17.
Still misses.
Yep, that's kind of what I figured.
Alright.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and manifest my echo. Let's see. Let's see, I can do it within. Where is that? Sorry, you'd think I know this, but I don't. I'm gonna set it in the corner, so if I'm coming through that tunnel immediately to my right, so the northwest corner of that room.
Alright.
I'm gonna set that thing there.
Okay. It's not line of sight to you at the moment because you're sitting in a pit. That is right at the entrance to the tunnel.
Oh, it's in the tunnel. I thought I was.
No,
it's on the edge. I was just out of the tunnel.
No, it's just in the tunnel, like 5 feet the other side of the
Okay, then
tunnel.
I will go ahead and put it in the northern of the two little pivots straight ahead of me.
Alright, sounds good. Do you have to see the echo to manifest it?
What?
Do you have to see the echo to manifest it?
Yes, but I got out of the pit.
You didn't get out of the pit yet. I tried to tell you that. When you landed, I messed up.
Oh, sorry. Then for my movement, I'll go ahead and come out of the pit.
Okay.
And move forward and manifest the echo in. Let's see. I have 30 feet of movement, which would lose 10 climbing out because I have a movement speed equal to my walking speed. Like
All right.
the climbing speed equal to my moving speed.
All right.
Of my claws. So 10 feet up, and I'll move 20 feet. So I'll move to the corner where I was originally going to put my echo, so immediately to the right.
All right.
And then I'll manifest my echo, like straight ahead of me at the end of that hall, the one farthest south. As far south as I can, 15 feet.
Quick question about your echo. Does it count as a creature?
We occupy space that is not a creature per se.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so for its turn, it is going to attack you. That's a miss. You're fine.
Okay. Anything else it does?
Nope. Just sits there, bobbing around your head.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and make 2 more attacks.
Alright.
Well, I rolled the wrong die again. I'm not used to rolling these things on my phone. I got used to doing it. Oh, that's a 22 to hit, finally.
Alright. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that's 9 damage.
Okay.
My second attack is a 15.
That's a miss.
And I will go ahead and, for my bonus action, swap places with the echo.
Okay. So it is going to.
That's essentially the equivalent of disengaging without disengaging.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna call for an attack of opportunity. I was just trying to make perception checks for the denizens of the Barrow. Alright. So, a second light appears, and both of them are going to fly at you.
What?
Fly at you.
That's not so tough.
That's a 19
That's my AC.
and a 22.
That is higher than my AC, so that's 2 hits.
So that's 6 points of damage. And 9 points of damage.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Oh yeah, by the way, as
Yeah.
you're there in that corner, you see the bones lying at your feet begin to knit together and rise as a skeletal horse.
Oh, right.
Make a perception check.
Let's see here. That's 14.
It doesn't appear hostile.
Okay.
It's kind of like bobbing its head at you in a non-threatening manner.
Cool. Well, I'm not gonna attack it. My turn.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm not liking this so much. There's 2 of them in melee with me now.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and attack.
Alright.
Frick. 14.
It flips around your blade again. Oh boy. So the shocking attack by the other 2 that sent this just jolt like grabbing a piece of metal in a lightning storm, or getting too close to a wizard's lightning bolt that just bolted through your body, has thrown you off a little bit, and you just miss both strikes as they kind of flip back and forth around you. They're going to attack again.
Go ahead and use Unleash Incarnation. I'll move that up behind them and attack them with that.
Sounds good. Go for it.
So that gives me another attack.
Yep.
That's a 26.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Apparently. Oh, wrong die. I was looking really happy at my number, and then I was like, wait a minute, I don't roll that number for that. Not as good, 7.
Okay.
And I'm also going to take Action Search, because these guys are getting frickin' annoying. So I get 2 more attacks.
Yep.
That's a natural 1 on one of those.
Bother.
And a total of 20 on the other.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to, on your first strike, due to it being a natural 1, I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Saving throws are natural 20.
You're fine.
And then, so my damage for the other one was a frickin' 6. I've been targeting 1 this whole time, by the way.
I figured that
the
much.
first one that came out.
I figured that. Alright. So, for their turn, the first one that you've been...
And also, sorry. Hold on, I need to check one thing. Where'd that go? I'm also gonna use my bonus action to use Second Wind, because I really freaking need that right now.
Was the Unleash Incarnation a bonus action or a free action?
Let me double check. That's actually good. It says whenever you take an attack action.
Alright, free action it is. Sounds good. Just wanted to double check on that.
So for that one, a D10. So that's that. Okay, cool. Sorry, I just needed to do that.
No, you're fine. So for their turn, the first one, the one you've been wailing on, is looking pretty rough, and it is going to blink out of. It's going to just blink out of existence, like it vanishes, and then it's going to. Well, you don't know what it's going to do because it's invisible. The other one is also going to.
Out of my space
What?
because I'm a guy with a lot of appearance, so I can make an active talk about pretty and it moves out of my space.
You'll do so at disadvantage, but you're welcome to do so. Go for it.
Oh, I guess I will.
Go for it.
So, well, my disadvantage hit was a 22 to hit.
All right, roll damage.
Total 8.
All right. So the other one is also going to blink out. No, wait. No, it's not. Sorry. Hang on. It is going to take a run at you and attempt to ram you again. That is a miss. And it is then, at the end of its turn, it is going to invoke invisibility.
Cool.
No attack of opportunity. It's sticking around.
Yeah. My turn?
Yep.
Frick. I'll go ahead and attack it at disadvantage.
Go for it.
So. That's not. Why is this? Goodness gracious. This app is complicated. Here we go. Okay, total of 20 on my first attack,
Roll damage.
and that is with disadvantage. And that's an 11 for damage, finally.
Okay.
And, oh man, disadvantage saved that sucker. My rolls were a natural 20 and a 14, which equals a total of 22 for my attack.
Roll damage.
I'm not happy with these guys. And another 11. Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So it is going to blink into existence right in front of your face. And that's a hit.
I got one quick.
That is 11 points of damage.
11 points. Okay.
And it is going to blink back out of existence. Or visibility, at
You
least.
said 11?
Yes.
Glorioski.
You alright?
I'm doing okay.
Alright.
By the way, did the other one leave my, incarnation's melee distance on this past turn, or did it leave it on the previous turn?
Previous turn, but you didn't sense it after you took a swing at it.
Okay. Okay, anyway. I'll go ahead and attack again at disadvantage. Well, 2 15s equals a 23.
Roll damage.
And 9 damage.
Okay. Take an attack of opportunity at disadvantage as it tries to run away.
Well, I would get a second attack
Then go for it.
first. That's a 23 again.
Yeah, it's dead.
With 7 damage.
Yeah, it's dead.
I would like to, if I have any way of sensing if the, other one is still in the vicinity,
No. It doesn't appear to be in the vicinity.
Okay, then I think you turn around and talk to Mr. Skelly over here.
Okay.
Greetings there, how are you?
It's a horse.
What?
It's a horse.
A skeleton?
A skeletal horse, yes.
Oh, I only heard skeleton.
Skeleton of a horse, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
And
hear the
skeletons
horse part.
don't tend to speak, too.
Oh, never happens, my friend. I'll look around the area and see if I see anything of interest.
Aside from the horse, which appears at worst peaceful towards you, nothing comes to immediate sight.
Gotcha. Well, that was a unique fight. I'm gonna have to take a little rest in this room if it seems safe. Does it seem safe?
No worse than any other place in this barrow.
Cool. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take a short rest because
Okay.
I am not happy, Bob. Not happy.
Don't forget a healing surge.
I already used that.
Healing surge.
Healing surge. What's that?
That's the thing where you roll your hit dice as an
Oh,
action.
yeah, I forgot that's a thing you can do.
It's in the
I'll go
DM's
ahead
guide, so I figured I'd just
take a
apply
couple
it.
of actions real quick. And let's see, where are my hit dice here? Not there. Where are my hit dice? Senses. Dark vision.
While you were looking around in the room, you did notice a 2-foot wide tunnel leading out of the room up on the northeast side of that wing.
Okay.
I think it's on the map. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time finding my hit dice list here. Let me check one thing real quick.
They should be...
D&D Beyond has a different location for them.
No, I was saying that they should be either D10s or D6s or D8, possibly D8s.
I get 1 D8 and 4 D10s.
Yeah.
I just looked that up. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 2 D10.
Alright.
That's better than nothing.
You're welcome to roll more.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm just saying that was not my best roll. I rolled a 2 and a 9.
Well, 9's better than nothing.
I'll go ahead and roll a D8 real quick and save that last D10 for later.
You have 2 more D10s.
Well, the last 2 D10s, I'll save them. I'm going to roll a D8 and see what I get.
Alright.
Oh, not bad. 7 more points.
Alright.
I'm not up all the way, but
You're better than the wizard.
I got 36.
Still better than the wizard.
Yeah, like I said.
I think he's got 33.
I got hammered in that fight, dude.
So,
It's okay though. It was fun. I'll go ahead. Is there anything else of interest in this room?
just that narrow tunnel. And that's not really a point of interest so much as just a thing you found while you were looking for points of interest.
Well, I'll go ahead and explore the tunnel. It looks like something that I could comfortably fit through. And still be able to say if I got accosted.
2 feet wide?
No, I'm gonna go back to the central room.
Alright.
And I'll jump over that pit of spikes.
It's 5 feet. I'm not even going to ask for an athletics check. Alright. So, you find yourself back in
the
the...
central room.
Yep. You can go left or you can go right.
I'll I'll go ahead and go right, and this time I'm gonna stealth and check for traps.
Thank you. Alright, roll a stealth check.
So, hey, I'm not, like, yes, I technically am a rogue, but I don't think about that stuff, Rob. My
It's
character
fine.
doesn't think
It's
that
fine.
much.
I was trying. That's what I was trying. That's what I was driving at with my little interrogation of what are you doing? What are you doing? Because it specifies
I know,
here.
and I also know that my character doesn't think ahead.
That's
He
fine.
doesn't plan.
It's fine. But the thing is that trap was specified that you had to prod the earth with a pole or similar tool,
No way my character would have done that.
and then you had to make a perception check. And then you had to make a perception check to actually detect whatever the trap was. So because it's hidden under the earth, under
That's a
something. With
26 stealth.
All right. You are
And
very
then
stealthy.
For what do I do to look for traps? Is that investigation or perception?
I'll say perception because that's what they're asking me to find the traps with, in the actual trap that you fell into.
Well, that's not so good. 7.
Okay. So you make your way through the right-hand tunnel without undue incident, and arrive in the far right-hand chamber. Down at the bottom, if you look at the map, you'll see 2 sealed stone sarcophagi resting in alcoves dug into the south wall here. There's a damp odor of earth and stone permeating the air. And
Are
it's
there any names on the sarcophagi?
negative. No names, just...
Is there anything else in the room?
There is the husk of some small insects, but it's obvious that nothing has been in here from the dust on the sarcophagi, that there has been no activity in here for probably close to a century.
Okay. Well, I haven't killed these creatures, so I will go ahead and see about taking a look in the one that was closer to the entrance.
Which entrance did you take? The south, the west or the east side of that?
I've gone in the first right.
Alright, so you're going to the one on the
So the one on
west
the south.
west side of the chamber?
Yeah.
Alright. As you open it, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. That's an 11. I'm rolling trash today.
You take 10 acid damage
Ah!
as a cloud of corrosive dust just explodes out of the sarcophagus and just fills the air with just this choking dust that sears your sinuses and your throat as you breathe it in.
Well, okay. So I'll go ahead and then move back towards the sarcophagus more cautiously and see if there's any other trap type things on it.
Make an investigation check. Or a perception check, I'm not picky.
Okay. That's a 13.
Nothing appears to be trapped about this sarcophagus, no.
Okay, I'll go ahead and look inside.
It contains nothing further of interest.
Just some old bones.
Not even that.
Dang.
Yeah. Just a thin residue of the dust that didn't fly out with the trap.
Okay, well, I'll head over to the other one and take a look at it. I'll examine it first to see if there's any way to diffuse that salty blast that caught my face.
Make an investigation check.
Can do. Oh, that's fantastic. That's 5.
Nothing comes to mind. It doesn't appear to have any kind of external mechanism.
Well, you know what? Can I use my... Hold on, let me look at my inventory real quick. Can I use my rope to tie on the lid and pull it off from a distance from the second sarcophagus?
Where will you be standing?
So I'll be tying it on the farthest east end of the sarcophagus lid.
There's no handles. It's just like a push thing, like a mummy sarcophagus.
Right, but if you tie it around the top, you have to place your knot somewhere.
Okay.
Well, if you place the knot on one, if you place a knot on a corner, that's generally how, like, if it's a box type thing, the lid will rotate or the box will rotate based on that corner, rather than the knot slipping because there's a corner and a junction of the knot of the rope.
That doesn't answer my question.
And so with that, then I'll be standing near the farthest, I'll be standing near the farthest east entrance, pulling down that tunnel.
Make an athletics check with disadvantage.
Athletics with disadvantage. Where am I here? Ah, that sucks. That's a 7.
It scrapes a little bit, but then the knot slips.
What material is this sarcophagus made of?
Stone.
Can I jam my dagger into the gap?
What?
Like, is there any sort? Is it like completely plain with no design work at all on it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, can I climb on top of it and slip my dagger in the back? Because I have a dagger that's just a general bare bones dagger that I don't use. And like jam in the crack between the lid and the case.
You can try. What's the point?
Because if I can jam it in there, then I can tie my rope to the handle of the dagger and then pull and flip the lid over the top. And have the glass go back into the alcove rather than out towards me.
As you do that... Hang on. Nope. Make an dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Dexterity saving throw with advantage?
Correct.
Sorry, I'm getting the wrong buttons here. That will be a 21.
Okay. So, as you slip the dagger in, the gas starts to puff, or the dust starts to puff up out of the sarcophagus, but you're able to leap out of the way and get up the tunnel fast enough to avoid the dust. So you only take 3 points of acid damage.
Cool.
But, in the process, as you leap free, taking your dagger with you, the sarcophagus lid comes off.
Is there anything in the sarcophagus?
No.
Ah, dang it.
Sorry. It specifically states that the sarcophagi contain nothing of interest, so...
That's okay. Is there a bone or anything in there? Can I find a bone?
Some more residue of this corrosive dust?
Not even an old skeleton?
Nothing. These are false sarcophagi, apparently.
Okay, noted. Guess where I'm getting buried when I die?
Where?
One of those.
Why?
It's sacrifice stuff. No one's gonna get my belongings.
Unless they're like you and come along and open them.
Most people avoid.
Alright.
Get in here and survive long enough. Guess what? They earned it.
Alright, so where do you go now?
Right. I'll go ahead and continue the rotation around the clock, so the north.
Okay. Make a perception check.
And I'm also going to stealth, by the way.
Stealth and perception then.
So perception is a total of 19.
Okay.
Stealth is a total of 22.
So as you're probing the ground and like patting the walls and scanning around, your tool that you're using to probe the earth
My
runs.
short sword.
Your what?
Short sword.
Your short sword runs into some more wood, and it gives off a slightly hollow sound as you thunk it. And with some careful scuffling and scraping, you're able to expose the rotting edge of some boards under the earth, and you are able to avoid another pit trap.
What's at the bottom of the pit trap?
Rusting sword blades.
No skeletons?
Just rusting sword blades. You are apparently the first adventurer to have ventured into this barrow in almost a century.
I'll just check to see if anyone left any cool stuff.
Nothing.
Well, as I continue forward, I'm going to go ahead and roll another hit dice for a thing, because I'm a lot lower than I'd like to be.
Alright.
So after this, I'll be down to 1d10 left.
Alright. So, there are two sarcophagi on the left and right as you enter the chamber.
The two sarcophagi, one on the left, one on the right, or two on each side?
One on each side.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and try the one on the left.
Okay. It contains the molding bones and rusty armor of someone who, probably given the rusting studs and half-rotted leather set atop the bones, was probably a squire or assistant of some kind.
Any kind of, like, anything that's not affected by the age?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Cool. And then I guess I'll go to the one on the right.
Okay.
The one I feel like I will be careful and try and open from a distance if at all possible again.
There's not enough room in the tunnel, but it opens without issue. The
Okay.
sarcophagus contains more moldering bones and much finer, though severely rusted, armor that probably belonged to Lady Algondar. Tanamir Algondar, the dragon slayer who perished fighting the dragon Azdraka, who terrorized the high road.
Cool. Is the sword in there?
Nope. But as you look up from the sarcophagus, you see the alcove further on, and you see the skull of a huge dragon, probably adult or ancient, with a longsword resting on top of it. The longsword.
Is there anything else of interest in there? Did you have any, like, amulets or
Nope.
doodads or anything at all? It doesn't even have to be magical or anything. Just like, gems or something sparkly.
Nope. Just
Only people are so bored when they get married.
yeah. The longsword is still bright, looks sharp, has no evidence of wear on it.
Well, I would assume so. It would be a very, very cool longsword if it could survive that. I will go ahead and move towards it. I'm going to check around for traps, because I feel like that's going to have some traps on it.
Nope.
Okay, does the dragon skull look like it's going to come to laugh?
Nope.
Are there any, like, pressure switches, toggle switches, or anything on the sword itself, so when I lift it up, the whole thing starts collapsing.
Make a perception check.
Let's see here. That's a 21.
Okay, nothing of that sort appears at all around this area. Hang on a second, I need to check something really fast.
Get aside from the thing it's setting on?
Huh?
Is it touching anything at all? Like hooks that could be set into the wall that would trigger anything, or is it just sitting on top of the skull?
Just sitting.
Well, I guess I'll take it.
Okay, really quick check here. Alright, okay. So you pick it up?
I guess, I don't have anything better to do. It's not that I can check for magic or anything.
Alright, make another perception check.
Perception check.
Mhm.
Not as good, 5.
Okay. So as you pick up the longsword, you take. Huh?
That's a lot of dice.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's 7.
No, you take 13 plus. Yeah, you take 13 plus 7. You take 20 points of bludgeoning.
Wait, that's a distinct difference.
Sorry, I was making the secondary attack.
Attack?
Well, it's not a trap, sweetheart. Something just pummeled the frick out of you from behind.
Okay, cool. Do I have the sword in hand?
You do.
Okay.
It is a Dragon Slayer longsword, which I will deal with as soon as you roll initiative. And survive, we hope.
Survival might be in question right now. Hold on. That's a 21 initiative.
Okay. Alright. You can make an attack at disadvantage. Full round of attacks, yeah, but just. What?
I have the sword in my hand.
You do.
Through this, I'm running, so I'm gonna run, dash, and use feline agility.
Oh boy.
Because I am at 7 hit points.
Oh boy. So what does that come out to?
That's what I'm checking right now, because that gives me, so that essentially gives me, because I have how much movement? Where is it? Move. There. 90 feet of movement.
Okay.
Like, my tail is bushy, my ears are laid back, I am running the frick out of there as fast as I possibly can go.
Okay, hang on, let me see here.
Of course,
90 feet is 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 55, 60, 70, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. You're like at the top of the stair. You're like 10 feet up the stairs.
okay, cool.
Make another perception check.
Then that's all I can do. So,
Make a perception check for the love of all that is good.
What?
Make a perception check for the love of all that is good.
Perception. It's probably gonna be bad. I'm kind of like freaking out right now. Yeah, that's a 6.
Oh no.
If it's right behind you or if it's far away.
What?
90 feet of movement. Okay, cool.
Okay, hang on. Let me see.
Then that's all I can do. So,
Ooh, what?
I have no idea if that thing is still like the moment.
What do you do now?
Is my turn again?
I'm gonna waive the attack of opportunity it should have gotten as you ran away, so yes.
Well, if it makes any difference, I technically left my echo trailing behind me about 30 feet, so I could have made my dash action be swapping places with my echo, because I knew that there was benefit, and I figured a bonus action swap wouldn't be.
Alright, just double. Alright, that's fine. Alright.
If that's any difference, that forgoes. It essentially is disengaging.
Alright, so it did not get an attack opportunity, which saved your life.
So, is it my turn?
Yeah. Run.
I'm going to keep running. I'm going to use my new Dragon Slayer longsword to cut the rope tying my horse. I'm taking a running mount and kicking at it as fast as it can go.
Okay.
I'm not sticking around, man.
Okay.
I'm not paid for. I'm not here to loot the whole place. I mean, yes, I would have loved to, but that whatever it was hit hard enough that I did not want to get hit again.
Oh no. Make another perception check.
That's 15.
You. Let me see really fast here.
By the way, it's still daylight outside.
Yeah. You sense something cold behind your horse, and it's gaining.
How fast can my horse run? With the dash
60 foot, 120 with the dash, but if you... Oh boy, this is where this gets fun. If you persist, you will have to make... Every time you use a dash, you can use the dash up to your constitution. Modifier, I think it is. Where is the rules for a foot race? Here it is. Dash. Yeah, it's like, do you remember what the rules were for the High Harvestide foot race for dashing? Was it?
After you reach a con modifier, then it's you
Okay.
get 3 plus that, I think, or 2 plus that.
All right. So it's 3 plus con mod. Yeah, it's
in the race.
yeah, it's
and
3.
I can only dash for 3 of them because I have this plus 0.
All right, so it's 3 plus con mod. I don't know what you have a riding horse, right?
Yeah, riding horse, not war horse. I'm not spending that kind of money for a war horse.
1 second. Riding horse has a con mod of 1, so it has 4 dashes it can use.
Okay, well, while it's running the frick away, I'm gonna use my last, whatchamacallit, healing, hit dice.
Okay. Did you actually take your short rest in the room with the bony horse?
No, I didn't take a
All right.
short rest. I just rolled hit dice.
Just double checking.
Pretty fast.
All right.
So, oh, that sucks. I rolled a 1 on my healing.
This is awkward.
Why?
Well, because it's that presence that you sensed earlier
Yeah?
hadn't gone away.
It's probably some sort of curse thing that's following the sword. I know. Can I look behind me and see if I can see anything?
Can you see invisibility?
No.
Okay. You don't see anything. You just sense that thing, a faint whistle on the wind, where there should be no wind, a cold breath.
Okay, I'm gonna, at disadvantage, I'll use my longbow from a horse to shoot backwards and hope I hit.
Alright, go for it.
Where is that? Wrong way. So, disadvantage. That's a natural 1. My string breaks.
Alright. So, quick question about an entity that does not require sleep. Does it get exhaustion?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Let's check.
Like, let's just say, for example, an air elemental
or a fire elemental or something like that, doesn't require food, air, drink, or sleep. What? Just make a straight intelligence check for me.
They can't be exhausted.
Okay. Okay.
I guess I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to. Huh. So.
I'm not trying to patronize you or in any way infer that you can't handle this. But
I got run.
don't forget that you what?
I can't fight this thing on my own.
Okay, fine. Don't forget you have a sending stone.
What's a sending stone do again?
Oh, fudge, where is it? Sending.
One where you can, like, blink there if you concentrate?
No, that would be teleport. You send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance that the message does not arrive. So, the sending stones use the sending spell once per day. So, I'm not saying use it, I'm just reminding you that you have a sending stone.
Too far from the party to call them.
Well, let me look at the map really fast. Yeesh. You could run.
I mean, I am running.
Where are you running?
Oh, hold on, I'm drawing a blank.
No, it's fine. They said they were headed for the Shrine of Savras next, which is down the Tribord Trail, past south of Conyberry.
Hold on, did you repeat that entire sentence?
Yeah. The children of Neverwinter are headed for the Shrine of Savras, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. About 60 miles, skirting Neverwinter Wood. You cut about 15 miles off of that, so maybe 40 miles if you cut through the wood. And it's about 5 miles south of Conyberry.
What towns am I near?
Neverwinter is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 miles away. Thundalen is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 miles away.
Are there any holdups for the organization I'm a part of there? Like in the vicinity?
Remind me again of your organization.
I'm trying to remember myself. One of the two...
Are you Gauntlet, Gentarum, or Harper?
Organized crime are...
You're organized crime?
Yeah, I'm organized crime.
Gentarum. Closest contact would either be a contact that you've created outside of the game in Neverwinter, or Halia Thornton in Fendelver. Who by this time is becoming a little more... I can go over that with you later. There's some political machinations going on with her.
I'm more just looking for a spot where there would be other people who can help me fight, because I can't ride 40 miles without my horse dying, and I personally can't outrun this thing.
True. However, and I'm not saying that this would work, but it's just I'm actually trying to help you here. I'm not trying to mess anything up here, but if you sent the sending of what is happening, they could theoretically try to break contact at the Shrine of Savras and ride to your help, and that would theoretically cut the journey in half.
I'm going to ask a question, and you'll probably make me roll for an answer. But what I know is the thing pursuing me because it saw me, or is it pursuing a magical trace on the sword?
That's a good question. Have you read any of the monster manual yet?
Personally, I have not. I don't own Monster Manual.
Okay. Have you read any like D&D bestiaries?
Not really, no.
So you're not familiar with the creature Invisible Stalker?
Personally, no.
Okay.
My guy comes from a background of being a bounty hunter.
I was more looking at you, Ted, to give me a hand here, but yeah.
What?
So no, to answer your question, Thibelth probably wouldn't know. I was also asking Ted if Ted knew.
Well, my guy's used to like retrieving stuff.
Yeah.
He bounty hunts for living and dead creatures and or objects that are hard to get.
Okay.
So that, I
Focus
think,
tracker.
any possible chance.
I'm gonna assume that it's tracking onto the sword somehow.
Okay. Do I also know would the thing be able to carry the sword?
I think so. Can elementals carry things?
Probably.
Alright. Because it specifically states here in the monster manual that it is given a quarry by its summoner.
Any sort of stream or creek or pond?
I mean, about 15 miles north, there's a river. And there's a little stream somewhere, I assume, in the woods, and maybe a little bit along the high road, but not much.
I'm going to mark my surroundings very quickly.
Okay. Are you just outside the Barrow, or are you, like... How far have you run by this point?
I'm still, like, on top of the Barrow at this point in time.
So you're not counting the dash of your horse?
I'm gonna say, because we've been discussing a lot of technical stuff,
Yeah.
can I actually be, since we've been discussing a lot of technical stuff and there's been a lot of stuff that has been just straight up, I have no idea, but my character would know, kind of stuff like where different places are.
Sure.
So I just got on my horse.
Okay. The thing is very close behind you.
Would I be able to push the rock back on top of the hole?
There's a small opening at the bottom, so your character would know, having seen it before he tried to open the hole, that that is more than enough space for something spirity to get through, and besides, many things you've encountered in your bounties have the ability to move through solid objects.
Gotcha. Okay, that's...
So it probably would just waste time and
to go ahead.
not do anything good.
I'm going to go ahead and just straight up throw the sword at the ground as hard as I can to try and stab it to the hilt in the ground, and then I'm going to ride as fast as I can.
Alright.
Do I need a strength check or athletics check or something?
Make a strength check just to see how deep you're able to actually plunge it, and then...
Okay. That's a 4. I'm really panicking. It hits hilt first.
It hits a rock in the ground and doesn't go much deeper than about maybe a quarter to a third of the way down the blade tops.
Okay, so then...
It's like the William Wallace sword when it gets thrown
it
and then
feels
like
like it's
hard.
falling.
Make a perception check.
Perception. That's 10.
Doesn't appear to be.
Okay, I'm gonna ride off the Barrow to whatever the nearest stand of trees is.
10 miles east in Neverwinter Wood.
The then I'm not going to go that far. I'm just going to go about a mile away.
Okay.
And settle down. I want to get out of the general radius of any creepy crawlies that might be in the barrow.
Okay.
And then I'm going to set up a camp.
Alright. So, I'll give you a long rest here. If you have rations, knock them off. If you want to hunt, make a survival check. And 2 water skins, because you need water. As night falls and you sit around your fire with your horse, I don't know what level of like friendship you guys have, but it's there and you're there. As you look back towards the barrow, you see the witch lights that the centaur spoke of dancing and bobbing around on top of the barrow. And unless you've got something else we want to do, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
I have a little bit more time. Can I try and go back in the morning?
Sure. Sure, we can do that. So, long rest. All your hit dice back. All your hit points back. Action surge, second wind, anything else that got depleted is fine. I'm going to say that you, having recognized the location of the trap, do you want to go straight back to the place where you found the whatever it was, the sword? Or do you want to explore?
I'm going to first check and see if it moved the sword or not.
Yes. The sword is gone.
I'm going to go back down and see if it replaced the sword where it's supposed to be, quote unquote.
Yes.
Cool. Then I'm going to walk right in and make it. I'm going to look around and see if I can spot this thing before I just grab the sword like an idiot again.
Nope. No sign of it.
Okay, well, I'll grab the sword and prepare to fight with the sword in one hand and a short sword in the other.
Roll for initiative.
That's a 17.
Okay. You sense the wafting cold of the creature in the barrow again, sweeping towards you. Make your round of attacks at disadvantage.
Okay. So, I need the basic stats for longs or
D8, D10 if held in 2 hands.
General.
It's a dragon slaying longsword.
What?
It's a dragon slaying longsword. So I'm gonna double check here if it's in here, but Dragon Slayer +1 longsword. And if you hit a dragon with this weapon, the dragon gains an extra 3d6 damage of the weapon's type. For the purposes of this weapon, the dragon refers to any creature of the dragon type.
Okay, Dragon Slayer longsword.
Yep.
Let me add that. So then, where is that? Let me. And.
And it's a +1 longsword. So d8 +1 to attack and damage rolls, d10 if held in 2 hands.
Okay. I'll be using it in one hand.
So d8. And then a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
And then where can I just managing? Sorry, I'm doing multiple things at once and I'm not as good at doing that. So then I will go ahead and make my attack with that thing. That straight sucked. That was a natural 1. I'm clearly unfamiliar with this blade.
What was it?
Natural 1.
Oh, bother. Okay, hang on. Bother. You take 9 points of damage as the blade, unfamiliar to your hand, slashes you across the leg as you attempt to make a sweeping attack against the unseen creature.
Okay, and then with my short sword, I'll make my other attack.
At disadvantage.
Yep, 17.
What?
Total 17.
Okay. Roll for damage.
Cool. That will be 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And since I've got it right here, and I don't want this to last very long, I'm going to go ahead and do my action surge.
Go for it.
So, once again with the Dragon Slayer longsword, that's a 21.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 8 damage.
Okay.
And with my short sword,
Oh, that was with the longsword.
yeah, that was with the longsword.
Okay, specify in the future, just for my sake.
The longsword first.
Okay, good.
That's a total of 26 to hit.
Go ahead and roll damage.
And another 11 points of damage.
Alright. So as you slash out in a blaze of fury, you sense that the short sword is not doing as much damage as you expect it to as it whistles through this ethereal space in front of you.
Yeah, resistance to non-magical weapons.
Pretty
I
much,
think
yeah.
that's why I'm using the longsword, even though I'm not as familiar with it, because I
Yeah.
don't have a magical short sword yet.
Alright. That is a 22 to hit
It's
and a 18 to hit.
that misses.
Alright. So one hit is 13 points of damage
Dang.
as this invisible fist just whack cracks you across the side of the head.
That was quite the punch.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and attack again, because apparently I have to kill this sucker.
You could always come back with reinforcements.
No, I'm not wasting the party's energy. They're busy doing other stuff, making money.
Suit
I'm
yourself.
independent cat.
Suit yourself.
I'm going to go ahead and attack with the Dragon Slayer longsword. That is a 19 to hit,
Yep, go ahead and roll damage.
and that is 8 damage.
Okay.
And my non-magical short sword, it's a 22 to hit,
Go ahead and roll damage.
and 11 more damage. I'm rolling really well with that short sword. And for my bonus action, I'm gonna manifest incarnation
Alright.
on the other side of where I've been hitting this thing.
Okay. So, it is going to make its round of attacks. Ha! Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay. That is a 19 and a natural 20.
Oh, I'm probably dead.
Natural 20 is... Ugh. 21 points of damage.
Ouch.
And the regular attack is 9 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
Huh. So, as it just smites you across the face, you drop to the ground. Blackness just takes your vision. Okay. 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 You are, you've made your death saves. What happens with death saves? I forgot. Is that one hit? Are you back up at one hit point or stable when you, make all your.
Hit point where you make your death saves.
All right, you're back up at 1 hit point.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna take an action and spend my hit dice.
Okay, you can roll. I think 1. I don't have the thing with me right now, but I don't know how many. I'll say you can roll all of them. Go for it.
Okay. Okay, so then I just basically crawled over towards a corner and I'm just crawled up there trying to heal up is what's going on.
Okay. You watch as the sword kind of floats. Actually, you look up and the sword is already back on on top of the skull.
Cool. Would I know, has this thing started healing up yet or no?
You would not know.
Okay, well, I'm a stubborn son of a gun. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this sucker again, the sword.
Roll initiative.
And 24 for initiative.
Okay. Go for your attacks.
See where this sucker's at by now.
This what?
This sucker is at. I've got an idea where he likes to hang out.
Go for an attack at disadvantage.
That's 2 natural ones.
Oh. Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Just standard dexterity saving. That could be an 11.
Okay. You stumble from the as you whip the strike out, but it doesn't appear to do any damage to you or to anything around you.
Okay, well, I'll make an attack with my short sword.
Roll a disadvantage.
That's an 11, that misses.
Yeah.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to remanifest my incarnation They have to make a wisdom saving throw or whatever to figure out which is me and which is my thing.
Probably not. I mean, it's watching you manifest this thing, so.
True.
So you feel the wind on your face as 2 airy fists whoosh past your face. Go ahead and make your attacks.
What?
Go ahead.
So, I'm going to go ahead and attack with the Dragon Slayer longsword.
Oh, it is immune to exhaustion. I just was reading up on stats. Hang on.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's immune to a lot of things.
Yeah. And elementals and stuff like that are really, really dope.
Yeah.
If I So, in my 1v1 versus a creature from the pits of another plane, Dragon Slayer longsword. Hold on, attacking at disadvantage.
I don't think they have pits in the elemental airplane. Or elemental plane of air. I think it's just like floating rocks and in open skies and clouds. Lots of clouds.
Attacking at disadvantage, that is a 19.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Oh, wrong thing. Move out of my way. Stop. And that's a total of 8 from the Dragon Slayer longsword. And from my short sword, I've got a that's a total 21.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. That's 10 damage.
Up to 5. Okay.
And I'm going to unleash my incarnation's position with the Dragon Slayer longsword.
Okay.
Just saved himself from a natural 20 with that invisibility. Total 15.
Okay, roll damage.
Go. Let go. 5.
Okay. Ouch. That's 2 hits. First one is 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one is 9 points of damage.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attack it 2 more times. First, the Dragon Slayer longsword.
Okay.
Oh, wait, at disadvantage. That's a 14.
That hits.
Cool. 5 damage again.
Okay.
And then my short sword at disadvantage. That's a 16.
That hits.
And that's 8 damage.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and do Second Wind,
Okay.
which is D10 of 4.
Alright, 2 more whoops of air over your head and then in front of your face as these fists of wind swoosh by, narrowly missing.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and attack again with the Dragon Slayer longsword. At disadvantage. 14.
That
It
hits. Yep.
That's a 9.
Okay.
And then my short sword. Just barely missed a natural 20 again. But 15.
That hits.
Okay, and that's an. Hold on. That roll. Hold on, I'm losing my brain here.
D6 plus dexterity.
Yeah, sorry, my brain stopped working. So that's 11?
Points of damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And one action, I'm gonna swap places with my neck, see how smart it is.
It's smart. Very smart.
That's a point.
As you materialize, you get... absolutely clocked for 25 points of damage.
Dang.
As it just rocks you under the chin, smashes you into the cave wall. Rocks and pebbles are pattering down on your head. Second hit is 8 points of damage.
Wait, that was 28 got a crit?
Yeah,
Oh, so 8 more damage?
yeah. So a total of 33 damage this round.
Holy moly. Well, cool. You know what? Screw it. I don't have anything else I can do at this point. I'm gonna attack.
Go for it.
So Where was that? That's a 16.
That
Yeah.
hits. That hits.
What the heck?
I don't know.
Sorry, my dice thing is acting weird. Okay. The dice app is saying I crit even though I distinctly did not. No, I did not critical hit. What the frick? I'm just gonna have to roll a d and do the math manually. Sorry. This thing keeps rolling 2d8s, adding them all together, and being weird about it. So, d8. Eight damage. Sorry.
From your.
Dragon Slayer longsword. And then from a short sword, that's a disadvantage.
Yep.
That is a 19 at disadvantage.
All right. Incidentally, I did some research on the improved critical thing, and I got some bad news.
I haven't been rolling crits at 19.
No, that's
so.
fine. That's only for the champion archetype, which is what both Victor and Lisbeth were pre-rolled as before I changed them,
Yeah,
which is why they were on there. So.
What level does a fighter hit that for a regular?
I don't think they ever do.
I know what happens because Percy got crits at a 19.
I think he may have been taking the champion archetype.
He was gunslinger archetype.
I don't know. I looked through the Dungeon Master's Guide and the player handbook. I didn't find any evidence of an improved critical except in the champion's archetype.
But I haven't been rolling that because I haven't gotten any 19s. But anyway, did you get my damage?
No.
Because I didn't roll it. Wrong button. That's going to be 8 more damage.
Halved to 4.
Is he dead yet?
Nope.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take my movement to try and move away from him.
He gets an attack of opportunity at advantage if you do that.
I'm swapping places with my Echo. I move my Echo out of reach and swap places with it.
Alright.
And then I will run and use feline agility. It won't be 90, it'll only be 60 feet of movement, but it'll help.
Make a perception check.
I know he's behind me.
Yep. And he's closing.
Yep.
So, for the purposes of narration, we're just going to narrate this chase as you get your 60-foot dash 3 times. And
Yeah, I get it 3 times, and then I'll be mounting on my horse and running it, and I'll take my chances with the horse.
alright. Horse
Check.
gets 4 dashes, so you make it another 480 feet from the Barrow before you have to make a Constitution check. Which way are you running?
Going to the Children of Neverwinter on.
Alright. Are you doing anything besides just riding?
I will go ahead and use the Sending Stone.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just trying to keep your options open for you.
Say that, letting him know that I have some invisible, creepy thing on my tail that just won't seem to die, and it's running to keep up with me.
Okay. So, yeah.
Can we take my ride past the Dublin to see if there's a horse I can swap for, just like steal it, kind of a thing? Do you mind just take a fresh one?
It'll take you, like...
Or whatever the town is that's between me and where the children of Neverwinter are.
Yeah, Fandalen will take you like 20 miles out of the way.
Which horse will be better?
Alright. Assuming 25
So,
miles is
means
20.
you start making D20 rolls?
Yep, Constitution saving throw.
What's the saving throw for my horse?
Constitution saving throw. I'm assuming it doesn't have proficiency.
What?
I'm assuming it doesn't have proficiency in Constitution, so I'll double check, but riding horse. Constitution is +1.
Okay, cool. So, let's see, where was that? That's 15.
Okay. You can carry on the dash.
Okay. That's 13.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say let me go check this real fast. Conditions. Gah. Where are you? Okay. Forget it. I'll just bring it from here. Your horse takes 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay, cool.
It now makes
I'm
its
keep
rolls.
This horse.
What?
I'm gonna have to keep riding this horse.
Yep. Make another Constitution saving throw.
Where was that? I'm not good at this app thing.
Do you want me to roll for it?
Total of 20.
A what?
Total of 20.
All right. So, just don't think that's part of it. Screw it. I'm gonna grab my computer real fast because I need to remember this. All right. All right. Here it is. Slow internet, loading. Bueller. Come on. That's useless. Here we are. Hopefully slightly less useless. Here it is. Alright. Okay. You have disadvantage on ability checks, so it doesn't count for your saving throws. Alright. Roll for another one.
Sorry, I'm really bad at this app thing. That's 16.
A what?
16.
Alright. Really quick here, I'm gonna double check something. Remember how far you've run approximately?
Let's see, so on the 4 dash actions, it got 480,
Alright.
and had 3 successes and 2 failures. No, 1 failure, 3 successes, 1 failure, which still continues
That's
overall, so another 480, so
960.
960.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a calculator really fast because I'm bad at math.
Yep. Back on miles.
Yeah. Alright. 960. Alright. Roll again.
Yes, exact. Boy, I'm not even a mile yet.
Nope. You're a fifth of a mile. With this check. Or saving throw right here.
Make a perception check after the Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's a 15 for the saving throw.
Okay. The horse is tired, but it's still going strong.
Okay. And in perception is a 13.
You don't feel the presence anymore.
I'm gonna ride it a little bit further, but I'm gonna slow down from a dash for one turn to see if I feel the presence getting closer.
Make a perception check. And another 100 or 120? What is that?
Not dashing.
Okay, so 60 feet.
Let my horse catch some air for
Yeah.
a second. That's a total of 21.
Okay. Still nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going at 60 feet until I start feeling something behind me.
Alright. Yeah, you get about let's say another 300 feet or so before you start to feel something on your neck again.
Okay, back to dashing for the poor horse.
Alright. Roll another Constitution saving throw.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's a sense on the thing, or is it more of a visual line of sight thing for this thing?
From the fact that it went from not being there to being there, it's probably a sense on the thing.
Okay, that sucks. So, where was that? That's a 14.
Oh. Okay, your horse takes another point of exhaustion. It is now... Speed is halved.
Okay, so that means it's got a speed of 60 feet?
With a dash.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off the horse and start running myself.
Alright.
Um,
You get 60 feet.
I got 3 of those that I can run.
I mean, theoretically, you could also... I don't... no. You're fine. So 3 of those. So 180 feet. It's getting closer.
And then
Con saving throw.
I'm thinking here as I'm running, sorry.
No, you're fine. You've made it 1,740 feet so far.
Out of how many feet do I have to go to get to a town where there's a horse?
Dude, don't make me guess that.
With the map calculation.
Oh, Godfrey.
How
5
many miles from the town?
from Fandalin. You are now about 45 miles. So you've got about
that's
44 and a something if to go.
Quick question. Point
Yeah.
of order.
Yeah.
Did this tour that I saw earlier have any like swords or anything on it?
It had a pike and a hang on. Longbow. Pike and a longbow. Bear in mind, you've been running in the wrong direction to find him for now. You'll have to run all the way back.
That's
go try
good
and
to
find
know.
Although he might be in this area.
What?
He might be in this area. I don't know. I'd have to find out. The
I'm
sight
just
of
thinking here.
the sight of you pelting away from the barrow might pique his curiosity.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the sending stone to just say, because I haven't called out to them yet, have I?
Not strictly, no.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and call out to him and say, "Hello, kind Mr. Santos, sir. Appear to be
Are you using the sending stone or just yelling? Wait a minute. Are you using the sending stone or yelling?
I'll use the sending stone.
You can't use the sending stone to him because it's linked to the one that Victor has.
Oh, never mind then. I will go ahead and yell for him. Mr. Santos, sir, I could use some serious help here. There is some sort of unseen demon thingy that has decided that it does not like me, Barrow, and I would kindly appreciate a hand in guiding its exit from this plane. I'm going to yell that as I keep running.
You keep running. No apparent obvious response.
Okay, well, if I can say...
Point of order, is the horse with you now, or are you just like letting it go away?
What?
Is the horse gone away from you, or are you trying to keep it with you?
I'm letting the horse run alongside me,
Okay.
but I'm letting it trail behind me. It's a well-trained horse. It'll follow at a slower pace.
Yeah, because it can't keep up with you without the dash.
Dash. I'm letting it calm down.
All right.
I'm not going to kill the poor thing.
All right.
So that's a 19 on my con save.
All right. You make it another 60 feet.
Is this pie sucker still gaining on me?
Yep.
Stink.
You made it 1,800 feet out of
It's like
26.
I did the math. It's like 200,000.
It's what?
It's like 286,000 or something like that.
My gosh.
I'm not making this run. I'm just kind of yelling for help as I run through the woods, hoping something.
Oh, you're running through the woods. Okay.
What?
You're running through the woods?
Well, once I get to the woods.
Oh, okay. So you've made it to the woods, I think. It's like, well, maybe not. No, you're not. You're. It's about 10 miles to the woods, so not quite there yet.
Got 17 on my con save.
All right, that's another 60 feet.
Okay. And then that's... Where is that? I really should be better at this. So... That is... Where's my numbers here? Why am I so bad at hitting buttons? I keep losing them because I keep looking at other stuff as I'm thinking here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5.
You suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay. 16.
All right, that's another 120 feet tall. Okay. It's still gaining on you.
Eventually sort of taps out of Wi-Fi or whatever.
It's gaining on you at this point.
I know, but I'm hoping I can get to the point where it just goes, you know what, now what to chase. I don't think it's stuff through.
Go for it. Another con save. Rob, you're gonna run yourself into the ground for this.
That's 19.
All right, another 60 feet. You made it 2,040 feet. With this thing probably less than 100 feet behind you at this point.
I mean, think about it, Rob. Essentially, you're seeing this 6'5", half cat, half human with its tail at full bush. Like, I'm on all fours running. Like, I can run faster that way, and I'm going as fast as I possibly can.
And there's nothing chasing you that anyone can see.
I don't care.
I'm just saying, the casual passerby will see you just tearing across the flatlands towards the Neverwinter Woods with nothing in pursuit. Alright, con save.
Help. Like, I'm continuing to yell throughout all this.
Oh, you're hollering for help. Oh dear.
I don't care. I have no pride in this.
Use the sending stone!
I want that sinking sword.
Use the sending stone, man! Or don't, I don't care.
If I use the sending stone, what are they going to find my corpse a couple days early? They're not going to get to me very fast.
Okay. Alright, go for your next con save.
Okay. And that's 19 again.
Alright. Again.
And there's total of 20.
Okay. So at this point, you suffer. Oh, that's not bad. 10 points of bludgeoning damage as a fist just whacks down on your back.
I'm unconscious again. I had 6 points.
Oh boy. Death saves ho. Alright, so you're stabilized and will be conscious again in 4 hours. So you come to consciousness, afternoon is coming on to evening, the sword...
It's not up to me.
What? Your horse is standing above you, it's kind of what woke you up. You reach to your back and the sword is gone. And with that,
Nope.
it is... What did you say?
The son of a motherless misty tree fart. I'm gonna
Misty
whatever the nearest town is, and I'm gonna try and track down some healing potions.
Okay. That'll be Fandalin, where they will direct you to Umbridge Hill, where Adabra Gwyn can sell you healing potions for 50 gold apiece. I will say that you take a long rest before you get there, so you'll be at full whatever. When you get there, you can probably get about, let's just say, 3 healing potions. So it is 8:30 now, and you wanted to be done by that at the outside. So I'm gonna call a halt to this foot race.
This last thing.
What?
Hold on. With that last one, but I can't now.
What?
I was hoping to get the sword and kill the sucker, but I didn't manage to.
Bearing in mind that by the time that you get back, it will have completely rehealed, probably. Like
I
you.
know. I'm
So
saying,
you'd be going back through the same thing that you just did.
hold on, what?
You'd be going through the exact same song and dance that you just did.
Yeah,
So-
I know, but I'll have healing potions this time.
Yes. However, it is also 8:30, and you wanted to be done so you could talk to Becca.
No, I'm saying I was hoping
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was it.
attempt would have made it. It did,
Oh,
but I
okay.
can't.
Alright. So, with that, we're going to call a... We're going to put a pin in this event, in this chronicle. And then, with that, I hope everyone enjoyed the adventure tonight. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, drop a comment, share on social media, and if you're so inclined, please feel free to go over to my Facebook page and I'll put the link in the description of the video, where you can go and either donate to my PayPal, or I'll be starting up a GoFundMe this week. So, to help me out with my humanitarian fundraiser project. And as always, we'll catch you on the flip side.